Hello fellow YouTubers, this is DVD Collector 1986 here with another video. This one I'm going to have a few movies to show you and a few non-movie items to show you. But I think it's all pretty cool. So first I'll just show I'll show you these first. I got a couple of coffee mugs. And it's a RoboCop coffee mug. You see, obviously, RoboCop, Lewis, and let's see, Ed 209. Yeah, and it's an 11-ounce mug, but it's really cool. I love collecting coffee mugs, especially ones that are movie themed. So I've got that one, and this one currently, this is one of my favorites. I started drinking coffee out of this mug the first day I got it. I actually forgot to show this mug in my last video, so this is a Michael Myers. It's actually Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. And it says, terror never rests in peace. And it's orange on the inside. And this is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot bigger than the RoboCop mug. This is a 20-ounce coffee mug, which means I can put 20 ounces of coffee in this. So I can get a really nice big cup of coffee with that mug. So, and I also wanted to show, I got a couple more, actually 3 more magnets. I showed a few in my last video. There's a seller on eBay that does these 2 by 3 inch magnets, and he can do them custom. You send him an image you want to put on the magnet and he can do it. And he has a sale, buy 3 get 2 free. So I actually ordered 5. 3 of them were for somebody else, and I kept these other 2 for myself. So here's the first magnet. You guys probably have no idea who this dog is. This is my Chihuahua that passed away 10 years ago now. And he was my buddy. His name was Gizmo. So I had him for, like I said, for 10 years. And sorry, I'm half asleep right now. He passed away 10 years ago, but I actually had him for 8 years. So I had him for a pretty good length of time, and like I said, he was my best buddy. Luckily, now I have another dog, but just to remember him, I thought I would take one of my favorite images of him and have them put it on a magnet. So these are real high quality also. That's the back side. They're very sturdy magnets. So there's that, and then here's another magnet I had done. This one was done horizontally. That is an image of Donald Pleasence as Dr. Loomis from Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. This is one of my favorite images of Donald Pleasence. The series has not been the same without him, and I'm sorry, but this man right here meant way more to the series than Jamie Lee Curtis ever will. So this was his series. Always was and always will be. So, and I have something else Donald Pleasance related to show you here in just a minute. Now, I thought that this magnet was like the other two. It was one of those real sturdy kind of magnets. This is actually, it's a magnet, but this is one of those flexible ones, but I still like it. This is a 3 by 5 inch, and this is an image of the one, the only, Bill Paxton, as the character of Hudson in the movie Aliens. This is a an old school publicity shot. Pretty famous picture as far as Bill Paxton and the movie Aliens is concerned. And I found another seller selling this, and you can't find too many magnets with Donald Pleasance or Bill Paxton on them. So I'm a huge fan, and I like to remember those two actors as well as some other actors as well that are no longer with us. But I got this magnet as well. I keep these on I have a metal file cabinet that I keep all those on. And I also showed it in a previous video. I also have a magnet with Brandon Lee on it from The Crow. That was a really cool looking magnet as well. So those are the magnets. And speaking of Brandon Lee and The Crow, that's a good lead in to this. I ordered The Crow. This is the soundtrack, not the instrumental soundtrack, but this is the soundtrack with all the official songs from the movie on it. You've got the song Burn by The Cure. You have Stone Temple Pilots, Nine Inch Nails, Rage Against the Machine, the Rollins Band, Pantera, and several others. There's 14 tracks on this album altogether. And I love the movie. I've seen the movie many, many times, but I've never owned the soundtrack. And so I decided to pick it up, and I actually listened to the entire soundtrack all the way through, and I really, really enjoyed it. So there's that. And I have three, well, technically 2 movies and 1 documentary here. The first one is called Mad Men. This is from, let me see what year, 1981. I've heard really good things about this slasher. It's an old school camp slasher, kind of in the vein of Friday the 13th. Like I said, I've heard really good things about it. I did watch it, but I was doing house chores and stuff like that, so I wasn't really paying attention. But the bits and parts that I did see were really good, and I'm looking forward to revisiting this and giving it my full undivided attention soon. And one of the cool things is there's actually a feature-length documentary included as part of the special features on the Blu-ray. And I love documentaries about how movies were made, especially if they're rather lengthy, like feature-length documentaries. I love that stuff. So, but I've heard really good things about this movie, and from what I've seen, I really enjoyed it. So that's Mad Men. We have a 4K here of an Italian zombie movie that I'm very familiar with. This is a Lucio Fulci film. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. But that is City of the Living Dead. This is the 4K release. I've watched the Blu-ray. The movie looks really good on Blu-ray because it's mastered from the same 4K master that's on the 4K disc. However, I have not checked out the 4K disc yet, but I've heard that this movie looks really good. So I can't wait to watch the 4K. And I'm a huge fan of this movie. Call me, whatever you want, but I have to say, I think this movie, City of the Living Dead, and another Italian movie from Lucio Fulci that's also deals with zombies called Zombie from 1979. Zombie and this movie are better than the original Dawn of the Dead. There, I said it. Sorry, but it's true. And I think most people in the movie community on YouTube would agree with that. Most of them. So the last thing I have to show here, I have one other big thing here, but I'm saving that for last. But as far as the movies, this is a documentary called The History of Metal and Horror. Really cool documentary. If you like heavy metal and you like horror films, you'll love this. This has interviews with Alice Cooper, John Carpenter, Rob Zombie, Tom Savini, Corey Taylor, Bill Moseley, Kirk Hammett, and many more. And I love this documentary. And it is, let's see, approximate runtime 101 minutes. So it's about an hour and 41 minutes, just under 2 hours. But this documentary is so good that time, it just flies right by. I love documentaries, and I'm telling you, I highly recommend this one. Really, really enjoyed it. So, y'all are probably wondering, okay, so he showed some movies. He showed a soundtrack, some magnets, and a couple of coffee mugs. So, what could he possibly be, the last thing he has to show? What could it possibly be that it could be cooler than the rest of that stuff? Well, to me it is. And that thing, my friends, is this. First, before I show this, this is not an original, okay? This is a reprint. So even the front cover is a reprint. So it appears to have autographs on the front, but they're not real autographs. They're this is a reprint. So these autographs are just reprints. But these are reprints of the actual signatures, and this whole entire thing is a reprint. And I never thought of collecting these before, but I stumbled across this on eBay. There's a seller. I don't know if they want me to plug the name of their store here or not. So for now I won't. But I'll just say, if you go on eBay and you type in like the name of a movie and then put script reprint after it and then hit search, more than likely you will find this seller. And what this is a reprint of the script for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Now, this is going to be one of the coolest things I have ever seen. This is the front cover. Again, it looks like those are real autographs, but this is a reprint, a full color reprint of the front cover. And then obviously the back. This is like looks like a real movie script. This is how they assemble them with these tack-like devices. And I'll just name a few of the signatures that are on here. Danielle Harris, and she has next to her signature in quotes the name Jamie because that's who she plays in the movie. I see Don Shanks, and he put under his name Michael Myers H5 for Halloween 5. Tamara Glenn, one of the actresses from the movie. Alan Howarth. And some of these signatures I can't read. I see Wendy Kaplan. She played Tina in the movie. Ellie Cornell, Rachel from H4 and H5. Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. Her signature's on here. Frankie Como, who played Deputy Nick. He was one of the two goofy deputies in the movie. You know, when they would show up in the movie, they played goofy music in the scenes with them. He was one of the deputies. I see Bo Starr. Bo Starr's autograph here. He played Sheriff Meeker. I've always been Team Meeker. I think Meeker is a cool dude. I never was a Sheriff Brackett fan because Sheriff Brackett never took Dr. Loomis seriously. It's one of the things about the first movie that annoyed me was he kept saying, "You let him out, you let him out." Didn't believe anything that Dr. Loomis said, didn't take him seriously. It was just like, you know. And I was like, realistically, that would not have happened. However, in Halloween 4, as well as Halloween 5, but especially Halloween 4, when Loomis, Donald Pleasance, shows up at the sheriff's station, the sheriff, played by Bo Starr, which is Sheriff Meeker, immediately takes him seriously. Loomis just has to say a few words, and he's like, "Okay, let's go check this out." And he takes it seriously, and he's an ally to Loomis through 4 and 5. And so I've always liked Sheriff Meeker over Brackett any day. So also there's George P. Wilbur's signature at the very bottom. Now, George P. Wilbur technically didn't play Michael in Part 5, but he did appear as Michael in the very opening sequence of the movie, so he gets to claim this movie as well. So his signature's on here. And like I said, there's a few signatures on here that I can't make out. But the most important one, if you're watching the video, it's going to be in your most upper left corner. You see that? It says D. Pleasance. That is Donald Pleasance's signature. I'm not going to sit here and read this whole thing, but this is printed on high quality paper, and the pages are numbered. So I will tell you, there are the last page of this script says page 112. So there's 112 pages in this script. And since I have you on camera here, I'm going to skip to the last page. Hold on, I'm trying not to bend anything. Yeah, okay. Interesting. that in that script, the ending is very similar to the movie, yet there's a few subtle differences. I haven't read the whole script yet, but I did skip around to a few parts. If you're a hardcore movie collector, whether you like Halloween 5 or name any movie, if it's a movie you love, like I love Halloween 5, if you can track down a reprint of the script and you're a hardcore collector and you can get it for a good price, do it. And the reason why is most of the time, if it's a movie you like, you've probably seen the movie many, many times. You know the movie backwards, forwards, and every other way. You know every word of dialogue. You know exactly what happens. Maybe you've seen all the documentaries, all the behind-the-scenes stuff. You've seen all the interviews. So why not, if you're hardcore about the movie, get a copy of the script and read it, because chances are, for all the stuff that's going to be just like the movie that's in the script, there's also going to be a bunch of stuff that's different in the script than what is actually in the movie. And it's really neat to read through it and see, well, what are the differences and the similarities between the script and the actual movie. And it really gives you a really interesting view of the movie. You can kind of see what, based on the script, kind of what their original intent was. And then if you've seen the movie, obviously, well, you know what they did, what they actually filmed for the movie, and you can compare and contrast the movie with the script. Really interesting. And the fact that even though those are not real autographs, they're reprints, but the fact that that has autographs of Donald Pleasence on there, Daniel Harris, and several others, and also George P. Wilbur. The reason I mention George Wilbur and Donald Pleasence is because they are no longer with us. George P. Wilbur passed away, I believe, February the 1st of last year, in 2023. And Donald Pleasence passed away in 1995. They hadn't even finished filming Halloween 6 yet. And but being that those two actors are no longer with us, I find it really cool that I have something, even though they're not genuine autographs, they're essentially photocopies. I still find it really cool that I have something with their autograph on it. And anyway, yeah. So this is the script for Halloween 5, and he has many, many others. He has the script for Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, Part 6. He has a script for Jaws. He has the script for the David Gordon Green Halloween films. He has the script for all the Alien movies, Candyman, The Crow. I was talking about The Crow earlier. Like, if you go to his eBay store and just look through all of his items that he has for sale, he has reprints of movie scripts for tons of different movies. Really, really cool. And not that he'll see this video, but I'm very impressed with the quality of this this reprint of this script, and I will definitely be buying reprints of scripts for other movies from him very soon in the future. I will most likely be doing another video sometime later this month. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.